unspeakable brainwashing. But worse than just news. News is bad. They know you're in suspended disbelief. You are not in a questioning, discerning mode when you're sitting there eating your TV dinner filled with sterilants in a plastic-lined container lined with sterilants, which they admit. They know you're not questioning, so they're just programming. That's coming up. We'll be back.
We're on the march. The Empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
You may be arrested and or subject to other police action.
Tyranny is here. The grim future foretold in 1984 has become reality.
It really says that the state is God.
The United States is now recognized globally as one of the most oppressive police states on Earth. This film conclusively proves the existence of a secret network of FEMA camps, now being expanded nationwide. This documentary exposes how the continuity of government program has established an all-powerful shadow state. Police State 4 chronicles the sickening depths to which our republic has fallen. Prepare to enter the secretive world of emergency dictatorship, body scanners, sound cannons, citizen spies, stage terror, and cameras on every street corner. It's only the beginning of the New World Order's hellish plan. The police state isn't coming. It's here. Secure your copy today at Infowars.com or see it online in the highest quality at PrisonPlanet.tv.
Hello, this is Alex Jones with some important questions. If you're going into a battle and they give you a rifle and a sidearm, how much ammunition do you want? My answer would be all I can get. In the battle for freedom and the lives of your loved ones, food is your only ammunition. How much do you want? When do you want it? Now or after the battle starts? When will you need it? Can you buy it without proper identification? Will there be any food? Will it make your children sick? If there's a quarantine and you can't feed yourself, will you go to the gathering center and be immunized? You wipe out all these problems if you have a good food supply. Food is your ammunition to fight for your freedom and your life. How much will you need? We don't know. How much do you want? All you can get. I'm Alex Jones. I want all of you good guys to live to fight another day. Call 1-800-409-5633 or check it out on the web at efoodsdirect.com. Again, that number, 1-800-409-5633. Let me tell you a little bit about one of our great sponsors, HomeGain.com. This is the place to get you started buying or selling a home, finding a realtor, and getting any real estate questions answered. Go to HomeGain.com and see what I'm talking about. All you need to do is type in your home address, and you will get an instant free estimate of your home's value online. This is a great way to be able to monitor the value of your home. And again, it's absolutely free. There are tons of tools to help you. For instance, if you want to remodel your home, go to HomeGain.com. Use their Home Sale Maximizer to help you determine which home improvements can most increase your home's value before you put it on the market. For 10 years, these folks have been helping home sellers and buyers. Visit their link at Infowars.com. Look for Max, the orange Home Gain Gorilla, to help you with any real estate needs you might have. You'll love this site. It's HomeGain.com. HomeGain.com. Check them out today. Okay, we're live, ladies and gentlemen, here on the radio. Tuesday, the 25th day of May, 2010. We're also simulcasting at PrisonPlanet.tv. If you just joined us and want to watch the show, not just listen to it, go over to PrisonPlanet.tv. You know, instead of just analyzing propaganda that's in the news, the newspapers, nonfiction, fiction is where it's really at because they know you're not paying attention. You go to see a movie, you watch a television show to forget about the real world. But then you're being bombarded. And let me just explain to new listeners. Soviet Russia, Communist China, Hitler's Germany, oppressive societies have state-run media. But here we have something even worse, something out of East Germany, where you have private media, but it's basically all bought and paid for with what I call propaganda placement, not just product placement. Now the media is given it its own term and admitting, oh, NBC's biggest advertising is the government, and it is behavior placement. And they admit, BP comes to them and says, we'll run BP commercials and spend all this money if you add behavior placement in this show pushing for a carbon tax. This is all admitted. The denial is over. Steve Watson has a great article where he breaks down the White House bragging that they've now taken complete control of ABC, NBC, and CBS. The government is now in open control. Remember Gore Vidal, 8 years ago, right after 9/11, went on CNN and said, well, I just want to say they just had an Army colonel telling me what I couldn't and couldn't say. Cy Hirsch has said the same thing. These are Pentagon run. When you're at Fox News or CNN or CBS, it is Pentagon run. These are government organs now. I don't know how conspiracy theory got on True TV. I guess they just think it's in the corner of television somewhere and it's mixed in with other programming. And I'll talk to Ventura about that next time he's on because he's marveling. He didn't think it would air. But I think because of the sensational angle, the establishment thinks it's all right. I'm not sure. The point is, CBS propaganda placement conspiracy theories are anti-American domestic terrorist. And I ended up last night watching almost the entire 44-minute show, 15 minutes of ads, online. And you can randomly watch 24, CSI, any show, it's the same thing. Every episode, people that homeschool are terrorists, or people that don't take vaccines are terrorists, or people that aren't for abortion are terrorists, or people that don't want fluoride in their water are terrorists, people who are against GMO are terrorists, or the mother doesn't vaccinate and her kid dies. Or they're homeschoolers and they torture their kids, but the CPS comes and saves them. I mean, it's just wall to wall. Folks, sometimes I'll randomly turn the TV on at night and just randomly surf to a drama or sitcom, and it's just all brainwashing. That is 100% proof of the evil of our government, the evil of our media. And that's why you have Cass Sunstein and Elena Kagan and all these other White House czars and solicitor generals and the rest of them openly saying, we're going to shut down freedom on the internet. We're going to shut down Alex Jones. There's open calls for it. ADL, Southern Poverty Law Center, New York Times, time to ban freedom of speech, time to shut down these conspiracy theorists, time to ban people that say global warming isn't real, because we're kicking their butts. We are smashing these people. We are exposing them at every level, and they know it, and they can't stand it. They are scared of what we're able to do together. They know that the people are rising up and getting informed and getting involved and waking up to what's happening. It is so vital for each and every one of you individually to reach out like an intervention, like they're a heroin addict, to go knock on that old lady's door next door and sit there and watch TV with her and drink tea or whatever and point out propaganda on television. To talk to your boss, your neighbor, to show people. You can watch any show and there's an anti-American agenda. This isn't a free society. We're just marinating in brainwashing. Now, let's go ahead and go to this piece. You've got the one woman in it who thinks the professor's okay, but Gary Sinise, the cool male leader type, he says, look, this guy's anti-American. He believes in chemtrails, which they now have declassified. The White House science czar admits there's a secret program to alter the atmosphere. He gives Associated Press conferences. But see, they know you're not watching AP press conferences, folks. They know. And then he's even more un-American. He thinks fluoride's bad in the water. Imagine, if anybody had common sense, it'd be like if you traveled to the old Soviet Union, say in the 70s, and you could speak Russian, and you were in a hotel watching their news, and they had some ridiculous propaganda. It's how ridiculous the propaganda is. It's like Monty Python. It's like Brazil, the movie Brazil, with a futuristic 1984 with Robert De Niro in it. I mean, it's like absurdist. Oh, look, he thinks fluoride's bad in the water. He's anti-American. Oh, look, he wants to nerve gas. I mean, folks, they think you are idiots. And I know I keep marveling hour after hour on this. I just can't handle it anymore. It's every show. It's pure brainwashing. Every stinking show. In fact, others should do it. I've talked for a decade about making a film about propaganda, just showing the overt demonization of anyone for liberty or freedom. But imagine turning on Russian TV 30 years ago and them saying, anyone who talks about a right to private property is evil terrorist that wants to kill you. Anyone that says us putting chemicals in the water is a terrorist. The Russians weren't even that ridiculous. Only in America do you turn it on and it goes, this guy's some kind of terrorist, un-American. He thinks fluoride's bad. The lady's like, come on, he's just a little eccentric. And the other person says he got in trouble in college for teaching.